Hey, how's it going? This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and today I'm going to show you how to make the 4-pin framed fishtail. This design was made by Eunice the Loomer, who is also responsible for the Duo Reversible and the 3D bracelet that are both featured on my channel. And it's called a framed fishtail because in the center you will see that there is a fishtail, and on the outside there are 4 different fishtails creating a box-like border. And I did perfect this design in order to improve the symmetry to make it a perfect square, but this final product is flawless. So for today's tutorial, we'll be making this exact bracelet right here. And first thing you want to do is grab a border color, which is chameleon gray, and you want to take one of these bands and place it over these 4 pegs just like this. Okay, and you want to rotate the corners, and what I mean by that is you're going to take your hook, grab onto this end right here, bring it up carefully in front of the peg. So now you're bringing this band down, and you're going to bring this other end over this peg while you're rotating, and then rotate your hook far enough so you can let it go. Okay, again we're going to do that on all 4 sides. So over here I'm grabbing onto that end, bringing it off carefully, going in front of the peg, catching it, rotating it down, and letting it go. Again, we're going to do it on this peg right here. Pull it off, get in front of that peg, bring the other end on top, rotate your hook, and let it go. And last side. Bring it off, get in front, rotate the other end on top, and let it go. Okay? Next, we're going to grab another border color band and place it on top of these 4 pegs, just like this. Again, we're going to rotate all the ends. So, again, rotate, grab this end, bring it in front, and the other end on top, rotate. Again, grab this end, bring it in front, rotate the other end, and last, grab this, get in front, rotate on top, and then push down slightly. Okay, so the last one we're putting on is another border color that we will put on normally. And at this point, you just want to make sure none of the bands are overlapping. And I'm good. So you can use your hook and bring up that bottom band on all 4 pegs normally. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's the last one, number 4. Okay, now you can push down, and this is where our sequence begins. Now you want to grab your inside color, and inside of my band is going to alternate between white and rainbow. So I'm just going to grab a white band and I'm going to place it on top of all 4 pegs. But the best way on putting these bands on are putting them on diagonally first, then grabbing one end and rotating it on. Okay, I'll do that a little bit slower next time. And go to the other side again. take your hook, grab that end, catch it in front of this peg, and then rotate it just like we were doing before. And that will evenly distribute the tension around the band, making the most perfect symmetry. Okay, so once you rotated all four ends, now you want to grab the bottom band and bring it up normally. There's one, there's two, there's three, and there's four. Okay, now push down slightly to make space for the next band. And now we're going back to our border color band, but this time we're just placing it on top of all four pegs normally. Okay, so once you put that border color band on top, this is where it switches up. We are no longer grabbing the bottom band, but we are going to do an inverted loop. So we're getting in front of just that center band, or that white band. Grab the bottom, you can kind of lever it out and bring this bottom gray up and over. Do the same for all four pegs. Get in front of just the white, grab that bottom, lever it out, bring it up and over, just like that. Same over here, in front of just the white, grab that gray on the bottom, bring it up and over. And last peg, get in front of just the white, grab the bottom, lever it out, and bring it up and over. Okay, now we push down, and now we're going to grab our first rainbow, which is a center color. Again, the most effective way of putting these on, diagonal across, and take your hook, rotate it, catch it on the top of that peg, bring the other end down, pull it off, and do the other side. Grab one end, catch it, rotate it, let it go, and then the other two corners. Catch it on the end, rotate it, and over here. Catch it on the end, rotate it. And again, since this is a inner band and the bottom is also inner band, we can just bring this up normally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push down, and now an outer band, or border band. Place it on all four pegs normally, and this time it's going to be a inverted loop. So get in front of just that pastel blue, lever that bottom gray up and over, get in front of the pastel blue, grab that bottom gray, bring it up, over here as well, get in front of that pastel blue, grab that gray, bring it up, and last peg, get in front of just that pastel blue, grab that gray, and bring it up. Okay, so that's basically the sequence. Inner band, twisted corners. Okay. And loop up normally. Push down and border band on top of all four sides and loop up inverted. And push down. Then back to color. Diagonal. Twist. 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 Loop up normally. Push down, have a border color on all four sides and invert it. Get in front of just that mint. Up, push down, grab a white, diagonal, twist. Okay. Line them up normally. Push down, border color. Inverted up, get in front of the white. Have that. And that's basically it. So the sequence is inner twist, bottom up normally, then border on top normally, and then inverted loop, and alternate back and forth. So I'm gonna go a little quicker now without commentary, and I'll probably do another 5 sequences before I just fade to the end. Okay, so one tip while you are building this bracelet, do not pull really hard. You just want to push down in the center as it goes and let it naturally come out on the side on its own. Because I find that if you pull it too hard, it'll lose that really nice squareness. Alright, so okay, so I hope that's enough footage for you to understand the sequence. And at this point, I'm just going to fade to the end when this bracelet is long enough to fit around my wrist. And I'll show you how to clip. So I am getting to the point where this bracelet is starting to look like it's gonna fit around my wrist. So I'm gonna do 4 more sequences before I begin to clip. Push down, rainbow. Twist, 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 bottom up, 2, 3, 4, push down, border color. Regular, regular, inverted bottom, inverted bottom, inverted bottom, and inverted bottom. Okay, push down, and this is going to be my last inside color band. Twist, 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 and twist, bottom up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is going to be my last band altogether. Okay, bring this up. An inverted bottom. You always want to end on an inverted loop. So since right now I'm bringing an inverted loop up, I'm no longer going to apply any bands. Okay, inverted. And now, since the border band is on top, we want to bring up the bottom band again, so that there is only 1 band left on each 4 of these pegs. Okay, now there are 4 ends and we want to narrow it down to just 1. So we're going to do that by taking this band and rotating it onto this peg. So I'm just going to push down here, go in with my hook, with the hook facing down, pull this off very carefully, rotate it down to here, and place it on. Then these two I'm going to fold onto here. So I'm gonna go in with my hook facing up, grab this off very carefully, and I'm going to fold it down, use the edge of that peg to get this band over and bring it on top and let it go. And last one, I'm going to go in here, grab this band with my hook facing up, pull it off very carefully. I'm holding on to these bands over here, and I'm going to use the edge of that peg and bring it down. So now all 4 ends of that same band are on that peg. Next, I'm going to grab a C-clip, go about halfway in so that the groove is on the bottom, and grab all 4 of those ends. Make sure you have all 4 ends, because if you don't, this isn't going to work. So as you can see, I have all 4 ends, which means that at this point I can remove these bands, and there you go. You can see now I want to clip it back to itself. So if you take a look at the C-clip, just tug on it to let it form to its natural state. It's sideways, just like this. So you want it so that it clips in like this, and the easiest way to do that is to go in with your hook, grab as many of these initial bands as possible, going straight in that direction, and then you can use your loom to help by putting these ends back onto this peg, just like this, and then again circling this band straight back and clipping these ends. So there you go, I have those ends. Now I can pull it off and then tug on it a little bit just to circle it. And there you have it. That is the finished 4-pin framed fishtail, or a fishtail with a frame. Again, thank you Eunice the Loomer for providing this beautiful design. This is Rob from Justin's Toys. Thanks for tuning in, and happy looming.